It's Tori, one half of the reality TV couple, where we come to y'all to give you guys our commentary and recaps of our favorite and your favorite trashy and not so trashy reality TV shows. So, y'all know I'm covering Live After Lockup. This is season 8, episode 10. I'm not doing all that. I'm just going to say it's episode 2, and I'm going to get into these couples. This was kind of a setup episode for some couples, but for other couples, it was kind of some jam. All right, first, y'all know we got Mumu, Bonita, and Goddess. So, with this throuple, I'm gonna just call them a throuple. With this throuple, now we get introduced to some more players. And we're trying to figure out, like, how has Mumu been able to kind of do this? And now we're realizing it's been the mom and the stepdad as an accomplice this whole time. So the mom is like, I ain't in it. But basically, she's been lying to both of these girls and talking to them and probably giving them messages by way of Damon and all this other stuff. So this is gonna be really interesting on who she has to choose in the end, because obviously she's gonna stick with her son, but she has been being kind of messy in this. Like, first of all, I have to say his mom is really pretty. She looks really young. Like, she got her stuff going on. But it's just so crazy. Like, mothers always be upholding their sons. It's just, even when they doing like some major dirty work. So we can see this is nothing different, and it's gonna be really interesting to see who she sides with, because he's home. He's with Goddess already, and now he's about to stage. It looks like he's about to stage another release and like put on these dirty, dusty clothes again, which is crazy to me. But what he does not need to do is let Goddess do his braids, because we know his braids is looking messed up in the pen, and now that he's out, his braids better not look good. She might be like, baby, let me braid your hair, and then he gonna get really, really like, his line's gonna fall apart, because Bonita's gonna be like, why is your hair done? So that's gonna be really funny. Honestly, I really hope that they can work out this throuple. I hope they can jump to this as poly, because I think that'll be great for them. I think this would be perfect. Everybody can just have a village and take care of their kids and all the things they gotta do. But we're gonna see what happens with this couple. We got Kaylee and Michael. So Kaylee and Michael kind of weren't on the last episode a little bit, but now they're really on this episode. And he's in the halfway house. You know, we saw them on Love During Lockup, where he actually got released. And I know a lot of people kind of feel like he's killing Kaylee as far as the looks department. Like, Michael's like a good looking guy. Like, he looks like kind of Model-esque, like kind of like boyish good looks, like Superman. You know, like a hood Superman with all the tats. But it's just really interesting, like, she is a scammer, y'all. I had no idea. Like, we knew that she was in debt. We knew that she was like giving him a lot of money, but we didn't know it was his money. We didn't know she was spending his money. And now that he's been introduced that he's like really into finances and like really cares about his future, he's going to absolutely go ape shit on her. Like, she's got this man in debt. Like, he's like, oh, this Jeep is nice. She's like, oh yeah, it's so nice, huh? Yeah, because you bought it with his credit card. So this is crazy. She was not Keisha Hayward. He is not Gucci Man. She did not get some money and flip it the right way. She got that money and flipped it the wrong way. So we're going to see how this plays out. But I think Michael's going to be absolutely pissed. And I hope it does not land him back in the pen, or he doesn't do nothing crazy, because he's going to be so absolutely annoyed that this girl spent all this money and is doing all this dumb stuff with his money and like got him in crazy debt and like made his credit score go to like 400. Kirsten and Brady. I honestly feel like this is taking like such a bad turn. Like, she's taking this 24-hour trip just to like pick him up. But what I kept forgetting with this story is like, she's married to dude. Like, this would all be like whatever if he was just like a boyfriend or whatever. It's like, girl, you're not going to pick him up. But I keep forgetting she's married to this man. So she feels like it's like her whole obligation to go pick him up. I feel so bad. Like, obviously her mom is like taking care of her kids. You see her boy, he seemed like a handful, Riot. He seemed like he's flipping off of the couches. I'm like, I understand. I got kids. I get it. They are a handful. But it's like her mom is helping her with the kids. She's working all these jobs. Like, it just seems like such a bad situation. She was so disappointed because they weren't going to be able to spend any time together. And she was just trying to get some 30-second peen. I'm like, this is a disaster. Like, this man is trying to rehabilitate his life. He obviously has to parole to like Wichita or something. She's in Missouri. They're not even really close together. Like, this is going to end badly. I feel like she's really, really delusional about this. Like, she needs to relax and just kind of let him come out, let him do his thing, come together. But she is not. She is on no chill mode. So I just hope that like she can still balance taking care of her kids, dealing with what she got going on, maintaining her household, and I guess still trying to figure out what's going on with him. A lot of gas, a lot. She's taking this cross-country trip as a woman in the middle of the night, stopping at gas stations. It just kind of gave me the heebie-jeebies. So I hope Kirsten and Brady can keep it together, because this is getting kind of on, it's stressing her out territory. Harrington and Zay. Okay, so now we get introduced to another player in this game. So we already got the sisters playing on the pawn. We already got McKenna. The Zay Taddy, ew. Like, it's like on the hip. My husband and I were trying to decide like how we thought McKenna looked. I thought it was a slight chance she was white. I thought it was a chance because like a name like McKenna, I'm like, I don't really know many black McKennas, but when she came in, I was like, exactly what I thought. Exactly what I thought. I mean, they don't look nothing alike. Like Carrington and McKenna are two different types. So we're gonna see what he does and like, is she really an ex? Has he been talking to her? Like, what's the tea? Because I definitely think they're gonna both show up together to pick that man up on the day of his release. That's what I'm waiting for. That's gonna be my moment this season when they both go show up and who he runs to. But we get introduced to another player on this, and that is London, and that is Carrington's friend that she's been talking to from a dating app. Computer love, do your thing, sis. London's cute. Like, he's a truck driver. He's kind of like all over. He kind of can't settle. But I will say this, he's not platonic. He is not a platonic friend. Okay? All that I want you stuff, like, baby, he not platonic. So if Zay does choose her and doesn't want McKenna and wants to start something, that's gonna be an issue because London not platonic. Again, I would say, girl, go get that man that's on the outside that's making that truck driver that CDL money. But that's on you. If you want to stick with Zay, I think London is a better option. Don't really know what he got going on as far as like, you know, sometimes truck drivers be having double lives, but definitely better option than the guy that's in the inside with the ex-girlfriend who thinks he's his real girlfriend. Last but not least, we got Rich and Felicia. Now, I was really excited for this one because, you know, they cliffhanged us on the last episode with this release and like what was going to happen with this because they was literally she got out last episode and this episode they were going to the restaurant. So we kind of got introduced to the family. We already talked about the family being some hood Sicilians. We later realized that like the parents got warrants. They got a checkered past, which kind of made me feel bad for Felicia because her parents were in and out the pen while she was in like a kid. She was looking for love in all the wrong places, got caught up, like really sad stuff. So I almost feel like with this situation, Rich needs to eject himself out of this equation because this girl really needs to reconnect with her family. It seems like they're clean. It seems like they're on the outside now. They're trying to do better. You know, aunties involved, cousins involved. They're all older. Brother got his girl. You know, they all kind of older. I really feel like she needs to reconnect with her people and get good again with her people and get healed before she tries to be a wife to Rich. Now, on Rich's side, Rich was acting weird AF to me. He was giving weirdo energy. First off, I get you want to go with your homeboy because you don't really know the lay of the land. That's cool. But that was kind of weird to me. Then, like, especially this has been your girl for like 6 years. You've been talking to her for so long. Like, you really need backup like that? Okay, whatever. So, okay, you had the backup. Cool. He seemed like he was whatever. He didn't bring her a present. I mean, I don't really think he needs to trick like that. He did come a long way, whatever. But some flowers, like a t-shirt, you know, like a little airbrush t-shirt with Rich loves Felicia, like something. Like he just seemed way too nonchalant. Like he was giving like, dude, you just talking to that you barely want to introduce your family to. Not like somebody you want to be like husbands with. You know what I mean? So that was really weird. He was really weird. I'm trying to figure out if y'all talk about everything under the sun, why y'all have not talked about him being a divorcee. That was strange to me. The ride home looks a hot mess. Like nobody's talking. Very high school, homeboys in the back seat, like listening to y'all's conversation. That was just weird. That's what I'm saying. Like that's where it got weird with the homeboy going. Like again, I get the backup, but it's like now he's in the back seat. Y'all trying to talk. Y'all not even talking. Y'all going to New Orleans. Like it's supposed to be fun. You're supposed to be like, can't keep your hands off each other, chatting about everything, hopes and dreams. But this is going to go left fast. And I can already see, like, they kind of teased something where they would look like they was on Bourbon Street, but they didn't really show it. But it's really going to be like, I told you, I said in the first episode, he going to be running after her. He going to be in bars, in clubs, running after this girl. He's going to be running after her. And she's going to be trying to push him away, be with her friends, be with her family. And I almost feel like it's going to push her into doing something bad, getting back with the same people, because she's trying to be in these streets away from him. So I think this is going to end badly. I know he had these dreams about her, but I don't know if he needs to go back and talk to that psychic because this is not what he thought this was gonna be. Like, his smile is weird. His smile is really Cheshire cat. Like, I was very uncomfortable. I was like, this was not good. This was not good at all. So we're gonna see how this plays out. She's out, so now, she's doing her confessionals and whatnot. So we get to see how she really feels about him. And from what her confessionals are saying, she's not feeling it. Again, I think it was a setup episode. Obviously, Rich and Felicia had the richest the richest storyline this episode, but we're gonna see how the rest of this plays out. And I think we still had 2 more couples in the teaser. I see we have another couple getting introduced next week, and we still got that older gentleman that looks like he's a ex-rock star. So we got to see what's going on with him and his couple. So I'm sure they'll introduce them soon, especially since they offloaded Trent and the Poly girls. So we're gonna see what's going on with that. But hit us in the comments who y'all think are going to survive and who y'all think are gonna end. Like, who's gonna make it, who's not gonna make it, just from your first impressions of everybody. I want y'all to hit me for that in the comments. Till next time, y'all.